disconnected? If we get disconnected, can we please come back? Oh, my leaders, thank you so much for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome on a very good Sunday, a very cold Sunday. Thank you so much for taking your time and joining tonight's training. I hope you can see my screen, my leaders. I hope you can see my screen. I hope you can see my screen. The lady is showing us possibilities, is showing you that it is possible. I started with the screen because I want you to get inspired, my leader. I want you to get inspired that it is possible. It is possible, my leader. We are gonna have recognition days whereby we are recognizing all the ranks. We are not gonna recognize supervisors only, no. We are gonna recognize everyone from level 1 up to the last level. If we don't start today, when are we gonna start, my leaders? This is to show you that it is possible. Draw some inspiration from this. If you can see my screen, leader, comment there on the chat box and say, yes, my leader, I can see your screen and I am inspired. Draw inspiration from this, my leader. I am showing you this just to get inspired, just to show you that it is possible. With everything else that is going on, it is possible, my leader. You too can do this. You too can rank up. We are gonna recognize every single one of you, my leader. You've been consistent. You've been consistent, you've been persistent, you've been working hard. It is hard. Network marketing is hard, my leaders. Draw some inspiration from this. Draw some inspiration from this. I am showing you this so that you can get inspired. We are gonna have recognition days whereby we recognize every single rank from level 1 up to the last rank. Type there on the chat box, I am inspired, my leader. I am inspired. I am inspired. I am inspired. I am inspired, my leader. I am inspired. This is an inspiration, my leader. Congratulations, Cynthia Hadla. In just 9 days of introducing the new compensation plan, boom, 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 you've you've actually re-qualified and maintained your supervisor rank, and you are showing possibilities that, yes, we do have a monthly salary. Yes, the business has introduced the new compensation plan. Here's the salary. So this is showing you a possibility that, oh, okay, definitely there is a salary. So they are not lying, there is a salary. You understand? So we will have such days. We will have our leaders giving us testimonies, telling us how they do it, just to get inspired, my leader. So without wasting any time, let me just open the presentation. I'm gonna share my screen. Can you please let me know if you see my screen? Can you please comment there on the chat box if you can see my screen? Comment there on the chat box if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, thank you, Letabo. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Today's agenda, I'm gonna show you how to check your own link. I'm gonna show you how to check user manuals and how you can download the user manuals, how to add payment method, how to check your downlines, how to check downline sales, and how to check commissions. And after the presentation that we had on Sunday, we had system training. So the WhatsApp was getting a lot of queries, people saying that, oh, my leader, I can't see my downline sales. Oh, my leader, I can't check my commissions, you know. So we were like, no, provide us with your email address. Let's check. Probably it's a system error, only to find out that person is not active. So if you are not active, my leader, you won't be able to see your commissions. You won't be able to see your downline sales. So unfortunately, you can't be working with an inactive account. You can't be working in the dark Why are you working in the dark, my leader? You need to activate every single month. Every single month, my leaders. You can't be working on the dark. So if you've got an inactive account, unfortunately, you won't be able to see the last two options, which is your downline sales. I'm going to repeat that as well today. I'm going to show you how to check that. And you can check commission. You can't be able, other people have activated, everyone under your team have activated, they've made you commission, but you are not active. And you can't see that unless you activate. And remember, if you are not active and the month, obviously it's month end and now we are going to the next month, you're not going to get your commission as well. You're not going to get your commission as well. So if you have an inactive account, you won't be able to get your commission. So that is very, very important, my leaders. And I'm going to repeat the slide as well. The power of paying the registration fee. It's very important to tell your leaders, the new members, that no, man, once you have registered into our business, you need to pay the 100 Rand registration fee so that you can be able to have access of the system. You will be able to find your own link. You will be able to see the option account on main menu on the home page. You will be able to see the option my business. So other people will complain and say, no, I've got a new member and they can't be able to get their own link, and they've got new prospects. They want to invite people into their business, but they can't find their own link. And as well, they can't see their account, they can't see whatever that's in account, and they can't see my business as well. So unfortunately, if you haven't paid the registration fee, you won't be able to see those options. And not seeing the options mentioned on the previous slide, somebody might come and say, I have paid the registration fee, but I can't see the options. So obviously, maybe there's a possibility that your order number has not been marked paid in the system, in an instance where you have used, chosen the wire transfer payment option, which the process takes up to 24 to 48 hours. But others, obviously, you will go to the ATM and you will use the ATM to deposit the money into the business account, and you have used the wrong payment reference. And remember, the rule of the business is that if you use the wrong payment reference, the business will be able to assist you after 14 working days. So your order number will just be there under pending status until the business decides to work on your order number, which will be after 14 working days. So we emphasize that you need to use the correct payment reference, which is your order number. So the system automatically will mark your order number paid, which will take 24 to 48 hours. But obviously, if it's not yet marked paid, you can send your query to any WhatsApp number, and then they will be able to assist you and they will mark your order number paid. Be it you are providing us with a valid proof of payment, a valid proof of payment, a valid proof of payment. So sometimes, before I get into the valid proof of payment, sometimes the order number, you'll find that it's under abandoned orders, So if your order number is under abandoned orders, this poster has been shared in all the communication groups so that you can see what you need to do. So this is an instruction of fixing your abandoned order number. You are not paying for the order number, be it you have provided us with a valid proof of payment. If the proof of payment is valid, then you can create a new order number, which you are not paying for, my leader. You are not paying for the order number. All we need here is a new order number that will replace the abandoned order number, because it's quite simple. You can come to the office and say, okay, this is my proof of payment, just give me my order, and then we give you the order. But now your sponsor won't be able to benefit on that order number, because remember, we said that with all the purchases that you are making in the system, your sponsor is benefiting a certain percentage worth of what you are buying in the system. So if that order number is abandoned, it simply means that me as Lerato, as your sponsor, I won't be getting any commission on that order number. So if it's under abandoned, me as Lerato, I won't be getting anything. So the reason we as the office, we are fixing that on your behalf is for Lerato to benefit and get a certain percentage worth of that order number, whatever that you have bought in the system. So hence I'm saying that you are not paying for this order. We only request a new order number just to replace the abundant order number. So the importance of system user manuals, which I will show you today, and this poster obviously has been shared in all our communication groups. This is an instruction to show you where you find the user manual. So I'm not going to dwell much on this because I'm going to show you how to check the user manuals. So correct proof of payment, guys. In an instance of an abandoned order number, in an instance where your order is not marked paid as yet in the system, so you need to provide the office with the correct proof of payment. So Lerato will go to an ATM and deposit money there, and then her order number is not yet marked paid in the system. So Lerato has to provide the office with the ATM slip. Remember, when you deposit money directly into the business account, the ATM will give you the ATM slip. So you need to provide that, a very clear one, guys, because sometimes you send a blurry picture of your ATM slip. So make sure that you send a visible proof of payment. And when you are using an EFT, remember, you go to your bank app and then you add JOILS fragrances as a beneficiary and you send money directly to them. So in that instance, you need to email your proof of payment to joilsfragrances@gmail.com. No SMS notification will be accepted, my leaders. No SMS notification will be accepted because people, they create those SMS notifications and they send those notifications to the office. So you need to make sure that you send the PDF proof of payment to that email address. So normally you would go to your, let's say you've made your payment, you are done. Now the office is saying, no, we need a valid PDF proof of payment. So you go back to your bank app, you go to that particular beneficiary that you have created, and then you go to the transaction, and then you will get an option to send the proof of payment. So sorry about that, my leaders. And then you will get two options, either to send the proof of payment via SMS or to send the proof of payment via email. But in this instance, you will choose email and then you punch in joilsfragrances@gmail.com and we will get your proof of payment and we will assist you further. And then with PayFast, you send us a visible PayFast email notification, my leaders. You take a screenshot of that. This is what we actually need on our side. You take a screenshot of your PayFast email notification. Remember, when you get an email, my leaders, you will get an email on that particular date, and it will specify on which date you have received that email. So it's very, very important, my leaders, to show us the date on which date you received the email. So take a screenshot of that, make sure that the order number is visible as well. Make sure that the amount is visible as well. The date is very, very important, my leaders. And you know why we need the date, because we want to see if the date is aligned to the date that we are seeing on the system. Remember, when you place an order on the 10th of July and you make payment using PayFast, that payment will be deducted on that day. It will be deducted immediately on that day, and you will get the email notification on that day. So the date on which you will be receiving that email from PayFast is the same date that we will be seeing on our side. Even though the order is abandoned, my leaders, it will be abandoned, but it shows us the date. On the 31st of May, you have bought this and that, and the order, unfortunately, it went under abandoned, but it will show us the date. So it's very, very important to show us the date, my leader. So what is not accepted as proof of payment? SMS notification, like I've mentioned. SMS notification is not accepted, and the JOILS invoice or receipt, That is not proof of payment, my leader. That is just a document as an acknowledgement that you have placed your order in the system successfully. It is just an acknowledgement from the company. It is not proof of payment. So you can't use that invoice or receipt, my leader. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to log into the system. I'm going to log into the system. I hope you can see my screen. Leaders. Let me just, this thing. It is disturbing me. Okay, I'm just going to log out so that we can start all over again. Guys, you can see my screen, right? Please comment there on the chat box if you can see my screen. Please comment. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, my leaders. So you go to www.joilsfragrances.com and then you log in. You've got log in here. We've got shortcuts, my leaders. We've got shortcuts. You can sign in here. You can log in here. Either way, it works the same way. It works the same way. You can see my screen. I clicked on that sign in on the home page there. On the menu bar, you can still click there, log in. It works the same way, my leaders. It works the same way. So I'm gonna log in using the testing account. I've got 2 testing accounts that I'm gonna use for today's training. This one doesn't have commissions, so I'm just gonna show you the rest of the agenda, the items there on the agenda. But with commissions, I'm just gonna log in with a different account. So this is your home page, my leaders. This is your home page. I always encourage people to log in every single day. Even though you haven't logged in, just go to the home page every single day so that you can see what has been written for your attention. So here, breaking news, the importance of user manuals. I've seen on the previous training, people were not aware of the user manual. So just log in and see what's there. The first item on the agenda, how to check your link. So you go to my business. I hope you can see my screen. I'll just zoom. I hope you can see my screen. I'll just zoom to 110. Yeah, okay, that's a bad idea. All right, 100. So you go to my business, you go to dashboard. I hope you can see this. This is where you get your link and you can copy your link and you can give it to your potential business partners. You need to explain as well, my leaders, how the new member has to register, because sometimes I think we just feel that probably they know. So me sending a link alone, they will just figure everything out. But don't speculate, my leader. It is very, very important to explain every single detail to your new potential business partners. So you copy the link and then you send it to that person, and then you explain, you capture your surname, your name, and then under sponsor automatically with this link, because remember it will have your unique number. So on the sponsor field, that text box, it will automatically bring in your name. But if it's not there, just advise your potential business partner just to search for your name there, so that they don't join under a different person, not you. So this is where you find your link. I'm going to take questions after the training. I'm going to take questions after the training. Let's just keep them short. We know the drill. Do we have new members, my leaders? Do we have new members in the call? Can't see anything. Leader, your screen is not available. There is not. All right, I'm sorry, my leaders. Let me just stop sharing and start all over again. I'm so sorry about that, my leaders. I didn't see your comments there. Let's try again. I'm gonna share. Can you see my screen, my leaders? Hopefully you can see my screen now. I'm so sorry about that. Can you see my screen? Perfect. I'm so sorry about that, my leaders. Okay, let me restart the process. I'm just gonna go to home and then I'll come back on that option. All right, perfect. So we go to, we have logged in, right? You have logged in, you have chosen that option, and then you have captured there your email address and your password, and successfully you have logged in. You're gonna go, remember, this is our menu, this is our main menu, this is our home page. So this is our menu. We've got home, we've got products, checkout, cart, forgot password, sign up, sign in, compensation plan, account, my business. So this option, the compensation plan, even though you are not a distributor within the business, you don't have any login details, you don't have a profile with the business, it doesn't matter. With this, you'll be able to see, because remember, for a person to join, they want to know more about the business. They want to know about the compensation plan. They want to know what they are getting themselves into. So obviously they will ask, what is the compensation plan? How much are we getting? If I do this, if I do 1, 2, 3, what am I getting? So with this option, it is accessible to every single person. It doesn't matter if you're in the business or not in the business, you'll be able to see this option. So we move right along. How to check link. You go to my business and then you go to dashboard. We go to dashboard and then you can see there, you can see my leader, there's a link. This is a testing account. So you can see the link there. Every single individual, they have their own unique number. You have your own unique number. This is your ID number, my leaders. So you need to also explain to your members that this is how you create your own profile. And remember, we do have a user manual so that you can be able to, if you can't explain, it's okay, you can download the user manual, new registration, new member registration. You can gladly send it to that person so that they can read and see what they need to do. So that simply it's instructions on how you create your own profile within the business. So once you copy the link, you send it to that person, they capture their surname, their name, their phone number, and all those details. So under sponsor, automatically the system will pre-populate your name, because remember what I said, with this number, every individual, they have their own unique number. So with this unique number, obviously it will say that, oh, okay, it's Lerato Dlamini, okay, I'm under Lerato Dlamini. But you need to also say that if you don't see my name, it is very important, my leaders, because a lot of people, they register under people that they don't know. So it's very important to tell them, make sure that you see my name there under sponsor. If you don't see my name, give them your full name and surname to say that this is my name, this is my surname, this is my unique number. Make sure that under sponsor, you see these details, because a person is excited about the business. They are so excited in joining the business, and they forget that, I'm going to be under Lerato. They just want to see themselves in the business, and they don't check, and you are not aware, and they pay the registration fee, they pay for their first order, only to find out that that person is not under you. Maybe they are under Zanele or they are under Matabo. Then you only aware when we are going to check your downlines, or you want to see your commissions, and then you're like, hi, man, something is not right here. And then some other people, they blame it on the system, and then they say, no, this person is supposed to be under me, no, the system, yeah. You need to tell your people to make sure that your name is visible under sponsor. If it's not visible, make sure that they go and type in your full name and surname to make sure that they are under the right sponsor, my leaders. Please, I emphasize on that. I emphasize on that, my leaders. And then second item on the agenda, I can't remember very correctly. And then how to check downlines. I'm gonna go to the homepage so that I can show you exactly where you need to go if you find yourself under the home page. So you go to my business, just remind me there on the chat box, my leaders, because you need to be awake. You need to be awake. I'm sure you saw that agenda when we started with the presentation. You must be awake. Samsung SM832 5F. Vuga, 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 sisi. Vuga. Po. Ulele, urubeti. Hey, my leader. Sivugi. Ay, wavugu Samsung. Ay, wavugu Samsung. Asivugeni, my leaders. Are you awake? Are you fired up? Where are the new members? Chat, comment there on the chat box. Comment on the chat box if you are a new member. Ngathi nilele nina. Ay nilele. Zanele, uvugile sisi. Mathabo, utsuhile ausi. Tlaritsuheng. Comment there on the chat box. Ritsuhile se. See? Tidiso. Litsuhile papi. Awa tlaritsuheng leaders. Tlaritsuheng my leaders. Where are my leaders? Tidiso. Urubet, or you have load shedding, my guy. Let's wake up, my leaders. We are not here to sleep. We are not here to sleep, my leaders. We are not here to see vugani, my leaders. Tsuhangi, my leaders. Angeke ngikhulume ngiyi-one. Angeke ngikhulume ngiyi-one, my leaders. Where are my leaders? Where are my leaders? Where are our new members? New members, where are you? Where are you? Are you joining? Are you gonna join us? Are you gonna join us, my leaders? Are you gonna join us? Comment there on the chat box that you are gonna join us while I'm going back to the presentation to remind myself of the agenda. Tell us when you are joining. Tell us when you are joining. Nivugile. Nivugile ngiyabona manje. I can see with the comments. I hope you can still see my screen. The next item on the agenda, how to check user manuals. You go to account and you go to courses. Hayi sivukile, ngiyambona uSamsung uvukile. Ngiyambona. Hey, hayi ngijabulile my leaders, ngijabulile. Asivukeni. So this is where you get your user manuals, my leaders. Every single time the manuals are updated because the system changes every single day. So we need to make sure that the manuals are updated. If they are not updated, my leaders, they are yet to be updated, my leaders. So this is where you find your manuals, as I've mentioned, that you need to explain to your members that this is how you create your own profile. This is the new member registration, my leaders. So you see there your manual, you open your manual. We are waiting for the system. We are waiting. This is your manual, my leaders. So it will simply tell you all the instructions that you need to follow for you to be able to have your own profile. First name, last name, email, sponsor. I remember I said, I emphasized on that. You create your password and then you confirm your password and you click on the registration button. You can download, this is the download button, leaders. I hope you can see there on the right, top right, you can see there, download. So you can download as many manuals as you would like. This is the system training document that I used last Sunday. So whenever you want to see our previous presentation, you can come here, my leaders. We had the training on the 4th of July. This is where you find all the documentation, my leaders, all the documentations. So this is our business presentation slide. So if somebody's saying, no, my leader, I want to join the business, tell me more about the business. You don't have to explain, my leader, come here, download the presentation slide. It has everything that the new member has to know, every single thing. Company background, vision and mission, the new compensation plan, the products, every single thing. So if you don't want to explain or you are not much of a talker, just come under my under courses. You'll find all the manuals, my leaders, and then you'll be able to send it to your new potential business partners, and then they can go through the document, and if they find interest in here, then they can simply join, and then you give them your own link, and then they do the registration. So everything that you want is here. The manuals that are not updated, they are yet to be updated, as we are waiting for the system to be fully functional, my leader, fully functional. I hope you can see my screen, my leaders. I hope you can see my screen. And then we go to the next item. How to add payment method. Can you please check this process very attentively, my leader? How to add payment method. Sikhuluma ngemali. How to add payment method. How to add payment method. I hope everyone is still with me. How to add payment method. How to add payment method. Okay, I just want to open the company's banking details. So I'm gonna go to their website on my other phone. So this is where you find the banking details of the business. I had somebody asking, where do I deposit the money? Where do I deposit the money? So you go to home, you can see their payment rules, you can see their banking details, you can go to banking details, and then you can see the company's banking details. All right, I'm all set up. How to add payment method, my leader. I hope you are with me. How to add payment method. So you go to my business. I think you can still go to account, because there's a shortcut under my business. So I'm gonna show you the two ways, right? So you go to commissions, and then there's a shortcut under the commission window. There you can add payment method. So this is a shortcut. So while you are checking your commissions, you can still add your payment method while you are still on this page. And another way of doing that, I hope they didn't remove it. You go to account, you go to profile, you go to banking details. I hope you can see this, my leader. You can see my screen, right? You can see my screen, right? So there's two ways. There's two ways. You can still find it under account. This is your own profile. So it will show you your banking details, and then you can go there on payment method. Another way, you can go to my business, you can go to commissions, and you will find a shortcut there. It's the same thing, my leaders. Either you use the one that's under account, or you use the one that's under commissions. It's the same thing, my leader. It's the same thing. You add payment method, you will see that screen. You select payment method, which is paying out commissions. That is the only option that is given. So you will choose pay out commissions. Once you have chosen that option, then you will see a lot of things going on there, right? So I'm gonna go that side so that I can show you that it's the same thing, right? So you go to, let's wait for the system. We go to account, we go to profile, we go to payment method, all right? And then you add new. You add new. Oh, wow, this is a new functionality. Oh, I was not aware of this. All right. Oh, okay. Medicine request. Okay, decline. Oh, this is a new thing. I think we'll do it on the other, on the next presentation. I was not aware of this. And I'm not aware of this because the system changes every single day. Communication was sent that the people there by NetRed, they are improving the system on a daily basis. So now it means we need to change the user manuals. See, Right. So we're gonna go to the one that we are used to, my leaders. Use what you know, my leader, what you are used to. My goodness. So we are gonna go to my business, you go to commissions, and then you add payment method. So here already we've got payment, payout method. You can update before we add a new one. So this is a testing account, remember? So we have the FNB account. We can see here on which date the payout method was added in the system. I'm gonna explain this date thing because quite a lot of you was asking about that. So this is the date when this payout method was added into this person's profile. We've got the account holder, which is JOILS Fragrances. We've got the account number. We've got the type of account, which is a check account. You can have savings account or a business account or any other type of account, my leaders, and you have your branch code there. My leader, you can go to Google, right? If you don't know the branch code, you go to Google. Google is it helps, my leaders, it helps. So let's say you want, you've opened your account at Main Lane. So you will say FNB Main Lane branch code, right? And then there you will get it, my leader. So if you don't know the branch code of where you opened your account, whether you opened the account at a particular mall, then you simply go to Google and then you tell Google what you want to see. So you can go to and say FNB Main Lane branch code, and then it will definitely give you the branch code, and then you can go and capture your branch code there under branch code. And with the Swift code, you can also do that. But I think this one, you do get it. Remember, when you open your account, you will get so many documentation, which we don't read. I don't read, I just sign. Once they say sign there, I just sign. I just want to see, I just want to get out of that bank holding my card. So with all the documentations, I think with the Swift code, you will find there. But let's go to Google. I've never checked this one out. So we can go and say Swift code, all right? We are doing it together. We are learning something today, my leaders. All of us, we are learning something. So I've never done the Swift code thingy. So, oh, nice. So you can, you see, you find it there. I hope you can see my leaders, my screen. You can see my screen, leaders, right? So with the Swift code, because there has been people asking, what is Swift code? Where do we find Swift code? Normally myself, if I don't know anything, I just go to Google. Google will solve all my problems. If I have an issue, I go to Google and I type whatever that I want to see. So if you want a Swift code and you are not aware what your bank Swift code is, you can simply go to Google, type the FNB Main Lane Swift code, and you will get it. There is your Swift code, my leaders. And then you type in your email address, and then you capture your identity number there, and then you add your cell phone number, and then you add your address where you are based. Your suburb, is it in Pretoria, Johannesburg, Captain Park, Tembisa, wherever, you add your suburb there, and then your city as well, and then you add your province, is it Gauteng, Limpopo, Eastern Cape, Western Cape, and so forth, and then you add your postal code, and you add your country, and you save, right? So my leaders, you need to make sure that you see this little icon, this little nwana. Do you see this little nwana? This little icon, my leader. You need to make sure that once you have captured your payout method, you see this, not the red cross. If you see the red cross, if you see the red cross, if you see the red cross, if you see something similar to what you see on your screen here, my leader, if you see a red cross, it means that you haven't captured your banking details correctly. Probably your branch code is incorrect. probably your Swift code is incorrect, or whatever that you have captured is incorrect, then that will cause you not getting your commission. Having to create so many endless lists. Oh, you didn't get your commission. Please send us your banking details. Oh, you didn't get your commission. You weren't able to add your banking details at the right time. Probably it was close off the circle. Oh, my leader, like endless. It's too much admin, my leader. It is frustrating. It is so frustrating. It is so frustrating. And also NetReady, I'm not even gonna hide it. NetReady is also failing as my leaders, because for an instance, I think we had a situation, Batandwa, whereby her downline, for example, let's say it might not be exactly what I'm about to explain, but for example, let's say I'm under Batandwa, I'm Lerato. She had the similar situation whereby Lerato has joined the business 6 months ago, right? And Lerato has been getting commission for the past 3 months with the same banking details. Then now, all of a sudden, Lerato can't be able to get her commission because the banking details are incorrect. You understand? So we need to remember that we don't have an IT department in the business, my leader. The business is outsourcing. And when I say the business is outsourcing, they are using another company. This company is providing the business with the system. So once there's issues, there's challenges, the business needs to go back to NetReady and say, we are having challenges, we are having this and that, can you please fix? And you know what happens? We need to send a ticket so that when they get that ticket, then they can be able to fix whatever issue that we are sending. So I need you to get this right. The business is outsourcing. So when I say the business is outsourcing, another company that is situated wherever they are situated, they're in Cape Town, they are providing the business with the system. So yes, the system is failing us at some point, you know, because in all honesty, Lerato can't be getting a commission for the past 3-4 months, and then for the 5th month, now Lerato is not getting a commission, you know, and Lerato has captured their banking details correctly in the system. And once that's, it's an issue, and we send that as a ticket to say that we've got an issue, Lerato this, Lerato that. That's why we come back to you guys and say, can we create a list? You know why? Because that company that is providing the business with the system, they come back to the business and say, give us the names of the people who are crying and saying they are not getting a commission, or they haven't gotten their commission, or this and that, or they can't see this. And we are fully aware that other people can't click on this. They can't click on this button. They can't click on this button. This button that you see on your screen, other people can click on that button, other people can't click on the button. And you know what happens? The business goes back to NetReady and says, but Matabo can't click on that button. Then they come back and say, give us the full details of Matabo so that we can see where the issue is. So some things we can be able to do them on our side as a business, but some other things we can't do that. We need to create a ticket, or we need to communicate with a specific person on that side to say that we are having issues with 1, 2, 3. Hence, I was saying that, yes, we are fully aware level 3 is not calculating. They did send communication this, I think this morning, yes, that the reason why level 3 is not calculating is because they are finishing with the ranks and the what and the what. So other things we can't do on our side, we need to wait for them to be able to do and finish and, you know, do whatever that they need to do on their side. So that's the issue. That's just the process, my leaders. So we are fully aware of the level 3 that is not calculating. They are fully aware on their side as well. And they are fully aware that other people can't click on the add payout payment button. Can you give me a second, guys? Sorry about that, my leaders. And then the next item on the agenda, how to check downline. So we know the drill. You go back to home page because you might find yourself here and then you don't know where to go. So we need to start at the starting point. Downlines. We go to my business. We go to downline, guys. No downline sales. We go to downline. I hope you can see that option, my leaders. Let me just try and zoom. I hope you can see that. My business downline. You don't go and click here because when you click here, you are going to see your downline sales. So you go to downline and then you'll be able to see all your downlines. You don't have to click anything. All your downlines will be pre-populated on your screen and you will see who's who. So these are your downlines, my leaders. And then you can go to Busisiwe and you can go there on the setting button and then you can see their details. You can see their email address. You can see if they've captured their phone number. You can see the pin rank, the pay rank. You can see all those details, my leaders. And on the previous training, somebody suggested that it will be much easier if they can see how many people they've recruited in the business. So it's just a nice to have, it's a new functionality that probably here on the side, you can see how many active members you have, how many members you have, how many supervisors you have, actually a quantity, a number of the recruits that you have. So we did note that down. If you want to see your downline sales, here you're not going to see anything because there's not much to see. That's why I wanted to log in with the other account. I think you can see something here under Ubusisiwe. You can say June, July, and then you can run report. I think I've got load shedding now at 8, my leaders. So I'm so sorry about that, but please come back. If I get disconnected, please come back. I want to log in with the other account because that other account, it is quite interesting when it comes to commissions. And I think it is our last item on the agenda, how to check commissions. Okay. This one is quite interesting when it comes to commissions, the downline sale, because with that other one, there's no much happening there. So don't worry about this era, my leaders. Don't worry about this era. As long as you can go and click on any menu item and you can see that you are safe. So with commissions, you go to my business and then you go to commissions. I hope you can see my screen there. Remember, you get the add payout method. You can update the banking details that you have there. Here, click run report to view commissions due to you each month. So you can see this person in Jan, they earned 3.3. In Feb, they got higher, they got 11,000. March, they got 14,000. And then April, May, we don't see that. I think it was that issue of the May bar not showing. June, we've got 10,000. They decreased from 14,000 to 10,000. Now in July, they are sitting on 11,000. 11,000, my leaders. I think that is the last item on the agenda. I'm quick because I think we're gonna have load shedding now at 8. So I just wanna take your questions, my leaders. Even if we are cut off, at least we are done with the presentation. But if we are not done, if you wanna come back, you will find me here so that we can take a few questions and yeah, just to understand what we were presenting today. Can the questions be related to the presentation, my leader? Let's keep it short. Let's just keep it short, my leaders. I'm just gonna stop with the recording so that it doesn't get lost.